different to my cell phone. Still 33 for low. I'ma ride to my dog sitting in jail. It's that ladder on the grass, spin it back, roll. I'm on Keller, I'm on Bishop, I'm on Flat Shore. I'm at Magic, I'm at Bally's, let them go. Then it's right back to the when I'm low. Bars never close and we wide open. Kicking flavor with me, neighbor, yeah, we local. Rap the bottom, cause the bottom where we come from. Me no pray for little paper, need a lump sum. Real spill, yeah, I'd rather be, yeah. Broke, real, little rich. Fall in love with her, she just wanna be in VIP with her.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, you want to see pass rushers? We've got two of the best in the business. It's Vic Beasley and Khalil Mack.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now the pitch to Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
On second down, here's Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film. And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raiders will take possession. Carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Lynch with his first touchdown this last week in the silver and black, 75th touchdown of his career.
The way that he carries the football and the way that he makes defenses almost back down at times because he's such a hard-charging runner, Gives him a nice kinship with his offensive line, doesn't it? Because he runs the ball the way that they block. So they share in each other's excitement and joy in how they play the game.
And the fans liked his little dance on the sideline, by the way. I don't think the Jets were too happy with it.
No, they weren't. But the bottom line was there wasn't much they could do about it because his team was winning, so he had the right to dance.
Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Cooper was the target there, and that'll make it third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On third and long, it's Carr. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1 yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now Ryan back into his end zone. Muscles by at the 25. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
All right, partner, that's it. That's a video game highlight catch right there. Acrobatic, one hand, come down with the football. Look, if you and I are playing Madden right now, I'm throwing down my control. I'm done. That's it. I can't do this anymore. Yet, we see it happen just about every week. All these guys need is a chance, and they're making those types of plays, even if we don't believe what we just saw.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Here's Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They'll run for it. Lynch. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Carr now on 1st down. And Cook has it left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Running for it. Here's Lynch. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Ryan. And the Raiders have got him. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Third and long, it's Ryan. For Kidder here, it's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They run again on first down, Lynch. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Raiders on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing his car on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Roberts the man in motion. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth. You know, you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Justin Ellis busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the 3rd quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Carr gives to Marshawn. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs...
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Derek Shelby in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Derek Shelby in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Marquette King now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. Play clock winding down. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Eddie Vanderdoes in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discredited.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This from 36 yards out. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out.
Take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And this one's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
To throw his Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. It finds Crabtree for the completion. Michael Crabtree's going to go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Michael Crabtree, 67 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. Whoosh. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Coleman on the toss. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
A 20th carry now for Freeman. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They toss to Freeman. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
They'll try and run with Freeman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Here's Bosher to kick it away. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. 1-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Cooper was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Back to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And the timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory, and they're going to need a miracle. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Yeah.